Yeah, and think about it. When we were kids, you would have to deal with bullying
At
during
school,
school hours, right? But then you had respite when you went home and on the weekends. Now it is 24/7. And even if your kids, even if you take their phone and they're not looking at it, they know in their mind that online people are talking about them.
It's horrible.
And it is so isolating and so damaging. And really, I think it's the biggest threat to our kids right now that they're experiencing. It can be very difficult to get a social media profile down if it's the source of your child's online harassment. And internet safety advocates say that is a huge problem. And it's why parents must take an active role in monitoring their child's social media usage before it's too late.
They got in a circle around her, and they said they were going to jump her.
Fearing for her 14-year-old daughter's safety, Shirley Sofer pulled her out of school just weeks before she was set to culminate from middle school.
She feels betrayed. She feels scared. She said, "You can't send me to school anymore because you're sending me into the lion's den."
We are not showing Sofer's daughter's face or using her name to protect her privacy. Trouble started last month when someone created an imposter Instagram profile using the 8th grader's TikTok username and school photo.
What they were doing was they were messaging the other 8th grade students, and they were sending racial slurs, very graphic sexual content. And this entire time, they were pretending to be my daughter.
Screenshots were shared, and soon Sofer says her daughter was being threatened at school for content she didn't post. The account then began posting Sofer's home address, telling students to go there for a party with drugs and alcohol. They also posted Sofer's personal Instagram account. She received this message from someone telling her that her child was going to get jumped.
And I feel helpless because I am type A and I'm a doer. So when I see a problem, I want to fix it. But Instagram has made it impossible for me to fix the situation.
Sofer tried multiple times to get the account removed from Instagram,
including taking a picture of myself holding my ID, a picture of her holding her ID, and it was just rejected many times. And I just feel that as a parent, we have absolutely no recourse over what happens to our children.
Right now, parents don't have a strong, swift course of action to take if their child is the target of a cyberbully.
Titania Jordan is the Chief Parent Officer of Bark Technologies, which helps parents monitor their children's social media and cell phone usage.
I'll start with the fact that a lot of parents have no idea that their child is either witnessing cyberbullying or being cyberbullied, or if their child is the bully.
Jordan says that's why parents must frequently check their child's phone to see what they're texting and posting on social media.
The screens, in a way, numb them to what their words are saying. You know, they don't realize the pain that is caused when they are unkind to one another because they're buffered by two screens. They're not face to face.
If your child is being bullied on social media, Jordan says parents shouldn't be afraid to contact local law enforcement.
They are trained in helping you with these issues, and certain states have cyberbullying laws on the books.
California doesn't have any laws that directly address cyberbullying, but it is a crime to send electronic communication with the intent of making the recipient fear for their safety. Jordan says parents can also file a complaint with the Internet Crimes Against Children Task Force.
They do have contact information at the large social platforms, and it does carry more weight when it's coming from law enforcement versus a parent.
We were able to get Instagram to remove the account harassing Sofer's daughter, but she says the damage this has caused will not be easy to undo.
Suicide is very prevalent among this age group, and I saw it firsthand. If I wasn't a parent that took initiative with my daughter to shut this down, to get her in therapy, and to show her that I will fight for her, that this does not make who she is as a person, who knows what would have happened.
Now, Jordan says some kids will ask parents not to contact their school, the bully's parents, or law enforcement. But if the bullying impacts their behavior, their appetite, or their sleep patterns, parents need to step in, because then it becomes an issue of physical and mental health.
Well, I have a friend who's dealing with this with her daughter right now, and it's amazing to me some of the measures that these bullies will go to just to disguise the account even. So parents don't even necessarily know that maybe they've created a fake account.
Yes.
Or
and that's why you
child's
have
the
to be
bully.
looking in their phone. You can't, I mean, even if you trust your kids, we make sure they brush their teeth at night. We make sure they do their homework.
Right.
This is the same thing, making sure that they're being safe online. And that's our duty as parents.
And
unfortunately, it's really hard to do.
Yep.
And suicide now, like second leading cause of death for a teenage age group.
This is so
important.
scary.
Why? Social media.
It shouldn't be this hard once parents report it to get something done, but unfortunately it is.
Yeah.
By the way, Instagram did take down that account.
Right.
I did follow up though and ask them, you know, what can parents do in this case? What is their access to you? No follow up on that.
Wow.
So.
Okay. Christine, thank you. Very important.